Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader Trading Room for Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. Only session today, so let's takes care of that. There is a new short trade on crude just set up. First trade of the morning. And triggering in. Unleaded. Long trade at 9:01. Lots of time to get into that one. Target 1, traders pick up 38 ticks. Target 2, 59. Trailer goes out at 8:29 from the entry at 776. 53 ticks on the trailer, 59 on target, 112, one and done session. Micro Russell trade's gone too far, as has the YM. So we'll look for new trades, new setups on those. Soybeans has a get in sync long. It's set up right at the session high, pushed it up at least one tick. 49 1/4. So we're short on crude. And waiting for the market to open, which should be just momentarily. Another 30 seconds. All right, soybeans long trade is off the table. Two closes below the balance line. So looking for a new setup there. Potential short setup. Micro Russell off to the races. That trade was too early for us to get involved in. Micro NQ. We wait 4 minutes to start on this trade plan. And getting active. Now I have a short, and it's still a get in sync. And now it's gone too far. And target 1 and target 2 on crude, so that's a one and done session. Micro Russell stopped out, so we'll wait for a setup there. YM flat, waiting for a trade, as is soybeans. Found Aussie with nothing going on this morning. Full crude contract 22 and 34, 56 ticks on the trade this morning for the 9 a.m. mini session. And Micro NQ stops out. And a new long trade on the Micro NQ. So still not to our start time yet. Another 30 seconds, or just over 30 seconds. And a stop out on the Micro NQ. So looking for a new trade. And our trade plan starts now. So nothing active, no active trades right now. Short trade on the Micro NQ. That one is valid for our trade plan. Switching money management. YM pushing upward. Micro Russell and Micro NQ both pushing down. Money management on the micro NQ trade, so this will be minimum break even. And target 2. So that is win on trade number 1. Working its way down to target 3 and going through target 3. So we'll look for target 4. Trailing at 236 3/4. And the YM with a short trade. $29 ticks to target. 231 flat for the micro NQ stop. Just missing target 3, or target 4 rather. And we are short on soybeans. Break even on the, actually target 1 in, and then exiting on break even on the trailer. So 29 on target, 1 on the trailers, 30 ticks, and 1 and done session. $150 trade. Long trade on the micro NQ. So crude unleaded. And YM all complete. Power quitting, micro NQ with a loss there. Still positive on the 2 trades. 1 win, 1 loss. Short trade on the micro Russell. That's our first trade of the morning. That's touch, entry, and stop. Avoidable. Go ahead and mark it up, but I believe that trade would probably have been avoidable. Long trade now on the micro Russell. That one triggers in. That was didn't give us time to get in. We got pulled back and then went higher. And then comes back to stop out. So 2 losses on the micro Russell. short trade on the micro NQ, setting new session lows. This is a bit larger trade. Yeah, this was large enough to move the target to target 1. So first actionable target at target 1. And we have a short on the micro Russell that makes loss number 3. That ends the session on the micro Russell. Trade plan is maximum 3 losses. Just caught up in the noise. Soybean short trade hits target 1. So that will be a one and done session for soybeans. That one's worth 11 ticks. 2 3/4 points. Stop will come to 45.5. Micro NQ continuing downs, continuing to set new session lows. Micro Russell, basically session open. Micro NQ just off session highs. Some divergence in the various markets this morning. Now YM and micro Russell both turning downward. Target 1 on the micro NQ. That will bring our stop to break even. And that is the first actionable target. So we'll next look for target 2. And reversing to long on the micro NQ. Not going to adjust that since we're already in the short and it was in positive territory. Long on the micro NQ. 2 wins and a loss on 3 trades so far in trade number 4. Soybeans has hit target, so this will be power quitting trade. Micro NQ challenging the stop, and there it is. And we go short on the Micro NQ. 2 wins, 2 losses. Setting a new session low on the Micro NQ. AM crude and unleaded, all crude 9 AM session and unleaded, all power quitting. One and done sessions, all 3. Micro Russell, three quick losses, getting into noise. Break even stop on Micro NQ at 185 and a quarter. New session low at 160 and a half. AM pushing hard down now, coming off the session high and now well down below the session open. And stopping out at break even for the Micro NQ. Long trade on the Micro NQs. Trade number 6. Final trade of the session. Can we at least break even? Strong little push there. Just missed target 2. And break even to finish the session. Positive session, 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 break evens. Micro NQ is done. Pound Aussie still not doing anything. Very tight range. Just below the session open, or session high rather. Soybeans still in the short. Yeah, we're down to just soybeans, and the Pound Aussie is our active charts. Crude will become active in less than 9 minutes again for the 10 AM mini session. Soybean short still continuing. 11 ticks in hand on the target one. Loss and a win on the micro NQ after our trade plan completed. Get in sync trade. Crude. Five and a half minutes to the crude mini session. Soybean still short, pound Aussie still flat. Soybeans using counterpunch. Crude, YM, pound Aussie, and unleaded are on Spotlight. Micro NQ and Micro Russell on Catapult. Those are the strategies in use. Crude approaching money management. I have 51, and money management appears to be 53, 52. So one tick for money management. And 4.5 minutes to our session start for the 10 a.m. mini session. And too far. Going through money management, so that will take that trade off the table for our 10 a.m. mini session. Crossover the 50 into 200. This could be a reaction, possibly a new subsequent action short trade coming. No change. Under 3 minutes to crude mini session. 220. 2 minutes. Soybeans is still short. $137.50 in hand already. Three ticks at the trailer at the moment. We have 3 positions remaining. The trailer is 1 tick. Micro NQ looks like with another win beyond our session. Another loss and another win. So. All right, in our session. We're pushing down a little bit, not a lot. Crude waiting for a trade. Soybeans is still short. And soybean stops out. So 14 ticks net on all positions. 3.5 points. $175. There's our crude short. Looks like that did trigger in. Fruit is short. Soybeans is done. Short on crude, flat on the pound Aussie. And those are our only two active charts. Everything else is done. Sideways here. See which way we're going to break. Well, I am back up at session highs. Micro NQ pushing solidly up, as is the Micro Russell. Micro Russell up above, and Micro NQ both above their session opens. Entry at 73.34 on crude. Market indices turn back down. Micro Russell back below the session open. Micro NQ look like it's finding some support at the 50 EMA. Taking some heat. There's a stop and reverse to long, possibly. 56 for the entry. Okay, the calculator's tracking the long on crude. We are still in the short with the stop and reverse adjustment. Stop and reverse, because it triggered unadjusted, will remain valid until we either trigger in, until we actually stop and reverse, or we hit the stop on the long trade. That would cancel the stop and reverse. Or a short trade. Triggering in into a short trade. It looks like we're going to take another run at the entry. 50 EMA, one tick above the entry. I would probably go push the entry up to 58. There's the entry at 56. So we are now long. All right. Testing the 200 EMA now on crude. Still nothing on pound Aussie. YM and micro NQ resuming their upward movement. All right, up to as high as 73.63 on crude. Money management at 66, target at 68. And back to the entry at 56. For 34 to 56. So down 44. 22 tick risk, 2 positions, so 44 tick lost. Definitely finding resistance at the 200 EMA. Exhaustion dots are too far up to get a trade off of 50. Back down to test the 20 SMA. Looks like we have a short trade at 48. That'll go to 44 for the stop and reverse. So we're still long. Stop and reverse adjustment take it to 46, which would key level to 44. That's 2 losses, but that second, especially the second, both. So the first one was pretty much a full loss by the time we made the stop and reverse adjustment. That second one's fairly small. Actually, still in the long trade. 1 tick from, and I think there's the, yep, there's your entry at 44. So we do transition to short. Money management is going to be at 34 because of the adjustment. Minimum 10 ticks. So targets will be targets 2 and 3 on this third trade. Minimal movement. back to the entry. I'm sitting around the 20 SMA right now. Would like to see resolution on this one way or the other. This is our third trade, so it's the final trade of the mini session. Back to the entry. We're going to push lower now. If he's starting to move away from the 200, getting down to 39, that's beyond the prior swing low. Adjusted money management is 34. Back to the entry. The 8 this time. And there we are down to 36. 35. One tick away from money management. And there's money management. Stock comes down to 43. So that target is 29. And stopping out at break even. Stopping out at 43 for a couple of ticks. That's definitely going to be a losing session. We definitely had the potential for getting something out of it if it went down. Lost 44 on the initial trade. 56 to 44, 24 on the second. Picked up 2 on the third. So 68, down 66 on the day. Tough, or on that session, tough session. Well, we were up, what, 50 something on the 9 o'clock session. Yeah, that was our 9 o'clock session trade at 9:30. It gave us, 56. So net down 10 on the day, not bad. Come back and do it again tomorrow. Hadn't had any trade setups in the last 8 hours on the pound Aussie, so I'm not going to stick around and wait for something. Everything else is done. So we'll come back tomorrow at 9:30. 9:30 regular session, crude oil inventory report session at 10:30. See you everybody tomorrow. Have a good afternoon.